thanks for joining me. So at the moment I know that we've got so many changes going on in our lives that not everybody has a lot of time to themselves even, or just to exercise. So I just wanted to do a 30-minute mat class. It's about level 2, so there will be some hard stuff in there. Just go at your own pace and enjoy. So just sitting up, nice and tall, even weight through both of the sit bones. Hands are directly underneath the thighs, elbows out to the side, shoulders away from ears. I just want you to sit up, really lengthen up through the crown of the head. So use your hands to help pull your breastbone up a little bit taller. Feel your shoulder blades glide down your back. And just take a moment to center yourself. So breathing into the back of the lungs, side of the ribs. And as you breathe out, engaging your abdominals and lengthening up even taller. Trying to put your head on the roof, breathing in. Breathing out. One more we move, breathing in. Breathe out. A little bit taller. Setting your intention for the class. Arms out in front, breathing in. And as you breathe out, you're going to draw your belly in. Scoop your pelvis under you and roll back until your shoulder blades touch the floor, breathing in. And as you breathe out, use your abdominals to peel the spine back up into your C-curve position. So staying rounded and not extending, breathing in. Breathe out, pull the belly in. Keep the pelvis tucked under. Pull the lower back to the mat. Stop when the shoulder blades tap, breathing in. Breathe out, tummy in. Using the abdominal connection to peel the spine up. You'll notice that my feet just lifted, that's okay, breathing in. Breathe out, tummy in. Breathe in, hold at the bottom. Breathe out, pull the tummy in. To peel the spine up. Breathing in. Staying in that C-curve, it's not a slump, it's really active, breathing out. Holding your position, breathing in, last one. Breathe out to come back up. Bone by bone. Breathing in. And breathe out, sit up nice and tall through the spine. We're going to add rotation now, so you're going to inhale, rotate to the right. Trying to stay up nice and tall. When you rotate, you want to just turn your ribs, keeping the pelvis still facing forward, knees facing forward, keeping the shoulders relaxed, arms reaching, breath in. Staying on rotation as we breathe out. Peel down. Breathing in. Breathe out, reaching through the armpits, using your abdominals to peel the spine back up. C-curve position on rotation, breathing in. Keeping length through the back of the neck. Use your abdominals to pull your belly back into your spine, breathing in. Breathing out. Rolling up. We're going to do one more on this side, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in, hold at the bottom. Breathe out, pull the tummy in. Use your abdominals to peel it up. Bone by bone. Coming up onto extension, in rotation. Coming back to the center. You're going to inhale, rotate to the left. Holding your position, breathing in. Keeping the legs facing forward and parallel, breathe out, tummy draws in. Staying on that left rotation, you roll back to the shoulder blade, breathing in at the bottom. Breathe out, pull the tummy in. Coming up on left rotation. Staying in your C-curve, breathing in at the top. Breathe out. Use your abdominals, use your obliques to control it, breathing in. Breathing out. Maintaining that C curve, keeping length through the back of the neck, length through the spine. Inhale. Exhale to use your abdominals to draw the pelvis underneath you, reaching your tailbone to the back of your knees, bone by bone. Try and keep your shoulders still when you breathe in. And breathing out. Coming up. On rotation. Extend the spine. On rotation, sitting up nice and tall. Back to the center. This time we're going to roll all the way down to our back. Breath in. Breathe out to scoop. Peel the spine all the way down. Lying down on the back. I'm just going to scooch my bottom forward and my feet closer to my bottom. I want them pretty close so that you're supported in your pelvic curls, because we're going to do some shoulder bridge prep and shoulder bridge in this position. So breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, you're going to tip your pelvis towards you, tuck your tail, and peel your spine up off the mat, reaching the knees over the toes. Try and keep length through the spine. You want to keep your pubic bone higher than your hips, hips higher than your ribs, breathing in at the top, and breathing out to peel it down, bone by bone. Pelvis lands in neutral, length through the back of the neck, breathing in. And breathe out. Tip the tail towards the back of the knees and think of the sides of your body as you peel up. So just visualize breathing in at the top. If you had 2 panes of glass as you breathe out, rolling down beside you, visualize the sides, the outsides of the body staying attached to the glass, and feel the roll down and the roll up come from the outsides of the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the sit bones toward the back of the knees to over the feet. Tummy in, lengthening up those panes of glass. Shoulder blades are just drawing back a little bit at the back. Breathing in, breathe out, drop down through the sternum, through the breastbone, through the ribs, tummy, waist, pelvis. Last one, we're going to stay up there. So just try and make sure that your shoulders are drawing back a little bit at the back, extending through your arms like a tricep, so your forearms are pressing down into the floor. Breathing in, breathe out, scoop and reach the sit bones to the back of the knees, peel it up, bone by bone, holding your position here. You're going to take a breath in. We're just going to start with a single leg lift. Breathe out to press through the left foot and float the right leg into tabletop. You're going to breathe in to tap the toe. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in, tap. You want to try and keep your pelvis level. Work through the abdominals, through the ribs. Push the floor away with the left foot. Inhale, tap, exhale, up. 2 more. Place it down as you breathe in. Try not to have too much movement through the body. When you go to the other side, breathing in to prepare. Breathe out to float the left leg into tabletop. Breathe in to tap the toe. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, tap. Breathe out, lift. Try and really think about keeping length even through both sides of your waist. Think about those 2 panes of glass, the outsides of the body, still staying relatively wide. Last one, breathe in, tap. Breathe out, lift. Place the foot down on the mat, breathing in. Breathe out. Peel the spine back down. Settling in neutral, breathing in to prepare. And as you breathe out, you're going to peel the spine up, thinking about those 2 sides of the waist on tracks or on those panes of glass. And just lift a little bit higher onto your shoulders. We're going to do a shoulder bridge prep. So breathing in to prepare. As you breathe out, you're going to float the right leg into tabletop. Extend the leg straight up in the air. You're going to breathe in to lower the pelvis straight to the floor. And as you breathe out, you're going to try and touch the roof with your toe, pushing down through the left leg into a pelvic press. So breathe out. Breathe in, tap. Breathe out. Come all the way to the floor with your pelvis. Breathing in, breathe out. Breathe in to lower, breathe out, lift. You've got 5 more. Shoulders are open at the front, gently closing at the back. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last one. Stay up here. Bend into tabletop. Place the foot down. Keep that lift through the body. Body weight onto the right hand side. Breath in. Breathe out to float the left leg into tabletop. Extend the knee. Breathe in to lower the pelvis straight down. Breathe out. Breathing in. And try and touch the roof with that left foot. Driving the right foot through the floor. Nice long straight knee. 3 more. 3. And last one, staying up there. Bend the knee to tabletop and place the foot down. Breathe in, re-establish your pelvic press position. Breathe out to peel the spine down with your pelvic curl. Settling the pelvis in neutral. I'm going to go into the spine twist. I'm just going to open my arms out a little bit to the sides. You can have yours a little bit wider, but try not to go higher than 90 degrees. We're going to float the legs one at a time to tabletop. Knees and feet together. And as I breathe in, I'm going to take my knees over to the right, lifting the left pelvis, keeping the knees and feet together as if they're one leg, supporting the left leg with the right inner thigh, keeping the left shoulder and shoulder blade down. Breathe out. Using the abdominals to bring the pelvis back to center. Inhale, knees to the left, lifting the right pelvis, right shoulder and shoulder blade stays down. Exhale, using the ribs, using the waist to pull back to center. I'm just going to move across towards you a little bit, so I have a little bit more room. Breathing in, knees go to the right, lifting the left pelvis, keeping the left shoulder and shoulder blade on the mat. Knees together and on the same plane. Breathe out. Use the abdominals to come back to center. Inhale across to the left, lifting the right hip. And exhale. One more each way. Inhale across, lifting the left pelvis, rocking it like it's a boat, keeping the shoulders and shoulder blades down. Exhale to center. And inhale, lifting the right pelvis, keeping the right shoulder blade on the mat. Use the right ribs, right waist, right hip to come back to center. Placing the feet down. Just going to shuffle back into the center now. Going to do an abdominal series. It's like a warm-up, but it's actually quite strong. So if at any point you need a break, please do so, and then rejoin us. You're going to bring your legs one at a time into tabletop. Breathing in. Breathe out, curl forward and lift the head and chest. You're going to lift yourself up and just place your hands on your shins. Try not to lift your bottom up for this. Try and reach up to your shins. My knees are a little bit closer to me, just to give me a little bit more space. A little bit more leeway, but I'm not curling my pelvis to do that. I'm still in neutral. So I'm going to breathe in to extend my arms and legs away for the double leg stretch. And I'm going to breathe out, just bring my arms straight back overhead. So breathing in, breathe out. Try and keep your chest lifted as your arms go back. Breathe in, breathing out. Breathing in, and out. Do 6 more. Inhale, reach, exhale. The lower your legs go, the stronger it is on your back. The higher they go, the less it is on your back. Breathe out, abdominals in, breathing in. Sorry, breathe in to extend, breathing out. 1 more. Going into the single leg stretch. Interlace fingers, place the hands on the left knee. Extend the right leg. Think about those 2 panes of glass again. Breathe out to switch and switch. Use your hands to help lift you up a little bit, so push down into the knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more to even it up. And then bring the legs into tabletop. Hands interlaced behind the head. Armpits reaching forward. We're going to crisscross. Breathing in. Breathe out to rotate. Left shoulder toward right knee and switch. Breathe out, reach and reach. Reach across. It's like a percussive breath. There's no room for inhale, but you will always inhale. So really focusing on the exhale. 2 more. Last one. And rest. Pedal the knees. Roll them around in a circle. One way. And then the other. Placing your feet down, legs extended out long, arms reaching overhead, ribs drawing in toward the spine. Length through the back of the neck, shoulders away from the ears. You're going to breathe in to lift your head, your chest, and reach your arms towards your feet. And breathe out to roll up. Into sitting, and we're going to go into a rolling like a ball. From the rolling like a ball, I'm going to move into a roll over. So make sure you have room behind you. And then we're going to do an open leg rocker. So to set up for rolling like a ball, hands on shins, elbows out to the side, shoulders down. Eyes looking at drawstring, tummy drawing in, we inhale to roll back. Just the shoulder blades, exhale, roll up and balance. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, elbows stay out to the sides, shoulders are wide. 2 more. Last one, and then we're going to add on. Inhale, exhale. So as you roll back, you're going to kick over into your roll over. So inhale, exhale, up and over. Breathe in to flex and separate the feet, lowering them towards the floor, stretching through the hamstrings, breathing in. And you're going to breathe out to peel the spine back down. When you get to your bottom on the mat, you're going to kick back, you're going to come back into your rolling like a ball and try and balance. Breathing in, breathe out, kicking over. Flex, separate the feet, lowering them toward the floor. Just turn your head from right to left, making sure that you're not putting too much pressure on your neck. Breathing in. As you breathe out, peeling down, bone by bone. And coming back up into your balanced position. One more breathing. Breathe out. Kick it over. Flex, separate the feet. Lower them down, reaching through the heels. And slowly peel the spine back down. Shoulders are nice and open. Coming up into your rolling like a ball position. From here, we're going to do a prep for open leg rocker and then open leg rocker itself. So hands holding onto the outside of the ankles. The prep exercise, in this position I want you just to lift your legs into tabletop. Take them in like a sort of a V position, so a bit froggy. And as you breathe out, you're going to extend one leg. Breathe in, bend. Breathe out, extend the other leg. Breathe in, bend. Breathe out, extend both legs. Breathe in, bend. Come into your C curve. Roll like a ball. Coming up one more time. Hands on the outsides of the shins. Sitting up tall if you can. Legs in tabletop, and you're going to extend one leg and bend. Extend the other leg. Bend. Extend both legs. Bend. Hands on shins. Rolling like a ball. Breathe out up. This time, we're going to go into the open leg rocker. So legs in tabletop, extend both legs. Just sitting up nice and tall. Use your shins or use your hands and your ankles to pull yourself up into a bit of extension. Breathing in. As you breathe out, scoop your abs. You will go further with a long leg lever, so don't go so hard. Over, just off your neck. Breathe out, lift up. Oop. Try that again. Breathe out, up. Use your legs to help you. I just didn't want to overshoot it, so then I didn't get far enough. So we all human, we all make mistakes. Breathing. Breathe out, scoop. Roll it over. Breathe out to lift it up. Into extension, one more breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe out, up. Up. Whoop. Nice and extended. Haven't done this in a while, as you can tell. Bending the knees. Placing the feet down. Arms reaching. Rolling it down. Onto the back. Just bend your knees and feet together. Just rock side to side. Just to stretch the spine a little. Should just feel good. And then we're going to roll over onto our side. And we're going to do side kick. I'm just noticing that there is a shadow behind me. I'm just going to go and close that blind. So, I'm going to do side kick. You can either do this lying down, with your head resting underneath, waist lifted. Legs are forward of the body at about 30 degrees, so your toes are at the corner of the mat. Or we can lift the underneath waist, come up onto the elbow. The elbow should be a little bit further away than the shoulder. Hands behind the head. Underneath waist is lifted. Ribs are drawing in. Try and keep that underneath waist lifted, shoulders away from the ear position. And then top leg lifts up. And you're going to breathe in to go forward. Breathe out. Take it back. Breathe in, flex and kick. Breathe out and back. When you come forward, you want to try not to move your body back. When you go back, you want to try not to move your body forward. Keep that underneath waist lifted. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Really think about this part of your body staying really stable. Coming forward and back. Place the hand on the mat and keep the underneath waist lifted and just lifting the back leg up for 10, 8, 5. Keep the collarbones wide. 3, 2, 1. Bend and stack the knees. Coming up onto the hand. Gonna do a quick side plank. Just gonna do it on the knees now. It's very traditional, very fundamental position, but still works really well. So you wanna make sure that you keep your underneath waist lifted, keeping your shoulder away from your ear, taking your breath in. And as you breathe out, just gonna lift up into our side plank. Keeping the arm in the air, keeping the shoulder away from the ear and keeping the ribs lifted. I'm going to breathe in to tap the pelvis. Breathe out. Breathe in, tap the pelvis. Breathe out, lift. 2 more. Breathing in. Last one. Holding in here. Bring the front arm and place it down. Rotate and just sit into your child's pose. Coming up into kneeling, facing the front. Arms out, we're going to go back to the same direction that we were just in. We're going to do a little bit of kneeling side kick. So I'm going to windmill over so that my right hand comes down onto the mat. Left leg extends. Collarbones are nice and open. Underneath waist is really lifted. I'm reaching long through my top leg, trying to keep my pelvis straight. Hand comes behind the head. I'm going to lift up and reach that leg long away from you as you lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up and hold it there. Breathing in and out. And for 5, 4, 3. This burns my underneath glute. Last one. Rest. Coming up. Coming down onto the other side. Legs are extended. Doing a side kick first. So again, you can do this lying on your side with your waist lifted, feet in front. Otherwise, come up onto your elbow. Elbow is a little bit further away from the shoulder. Again, your underneath waist is lifted. Hands behind the head, shoulder away from the ear. Top leg lifts up. Breathe into flex, kick forward. Breathe out to point and reach back. Breathing in and out. I imagine that I have a belt that's working around my under my ribs, close to my pelvis, and it's tightening as my leg goes forward and back. One more. Keep it behind you. Hand on the mat, and you're going to breathe out, lift. 9, 8, 7, waist is lifted. 6, shoulders away from ears, length through the neck. 3, 2, last one. Rest. Coming up onto the hand, on the knees for that side plank exercise. So remember, this is a fundamental exercise, but we can always come back to the fundamentals. And if you really focus on what you're doing, they're always challenging. Keeping the collarbones nice and open, the waist lifted, shoulder away from the ear. Breathing in. Breathe out to lift up into that side plank position. Keeping the waist lifted, keeping the shoulder down. We breathe into tap. Breathe out, lift. Trying to keep the ribs above the shoulder as the pelvis comes down. Using the abdominals to lift. 3 more, breathing in. 2. Shoulders and collarbones open. The last one. Holding it here. Inhale as you exhale, ribs draw in towards the spine. Breathing in. Breathe out, bring that front hand to the mat. Rotate. Sit back on the heels. Bit of a stretch through the spine. Coming up. Kneeling and facing forward. Arms out to the side. And we're going to windmill to the left. Placing the hand down, extending the top leg. Top hand behind the head. Collarbones open, shoulders away from the ears. Keeping length through the top leg, and breathe out to lift. Try and keep length through the knee. Reaching your body weight toward the leg that's lifting. 2 more. Last one, lift and hold it. Up there for 10, 9, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down and windmill up. And in this position, inhale, arms come up, reach. Exhale, down. 1 more breath like that. Just going to have a little bit of a back extension to finish. So like you did before windmilling your arms, you're going to bring the arm that's closest to me up and over. You're going to take the hand, grab hold of the heel, and the arm that's furthest away from me, you're going to bring it back behind you. Thinking about lengthening the space between the pubic bone and the ribs and the neck. Breathing in. Last one, inhale. Use the exhale to wing the arms back to the front. Other way, inhale, left arm or outside arm comes up and over. Grab hold of the heel or the ankle. Take the opposite arm up and stretch, facing away from me. Breathing in and out. Really lengthening through the spine. Keeping lifted out of your lower back. So ribs and chest lifted toward the roof. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, use your pelvic floor tummy to windmill. Back to the center. Sit back on the heels. Arms reach forward. In your child's pose, rest position, shell stretch. Thank you for joining me.